There I am. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing well. What a week. What a week. Hey, Annie Bear. Dealin' Diva. That's a good one. Dealin' Diva. And Debbie, hey, hey, hey. Great Raven. Good morning, everybody. Unless you're in the East Coast, and then good afternoon. And unless you're in Australia, what are you doing up so early in the future? I was watching Libby the other day, and she said something, and she got her dates wrong because she was thinking her Thursday was our Thursday. I go, no. All right. Hi, Cor. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. We need to do a show again, Sherry. All right. So. I hope y'all can hear me. Hello, Lisa. All right. I wanted to make somebody a moderator. I was going to make Annie Bear a moderator, and I forgot how to do it. I think it's I have to do it on my phone. I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. So Lisa and Sherry have the brunt of the moderation. So hopefully there won't be any trolls or whatever. But there are a lot of trolls, and there's a lot of scam artists out there. So be really, really, really careful with opening emails. I'm not just talking about YouTube stuff. I'm talking about all sorts of things. People getting emails, people getting phone calls. I rarely answer my phone anymore. So, yeah, just be super careful. Just have some discernment. So often we ignore that. Okay. All right. From Denmark. Hi. Awesome. It must be difficult to be an American these days. I hope you have some good, positive news. I was meeting with somebody from Iceland. I love this community. It's just so, before I was just living in my little bubble. Now I'm living in a great big bubble. It's so cool. All right. So thank you. So where am I going today? We got some rambling. Thank you all for your questions. Somebody a long time ago, many years ago, when my hair was this short on the channel, somebody was saying, hey, your hair's getting a little long, you need to cut it. And I said, well, when it gets long enough, I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to give it to a chunk of it to Children for Cancer or some cancer thing. And well, she said, your hair's a distraction. So today on this channel, she said, you need a haircut. So I said, okay. And before I knew what I was saying, it was off into the ethers. And so I said, okay, words do matter. So haircut on this channel. If I remember, look, I got my look at those big ass scissors. And I have my Ice Agent Duck to make sure that it goes according to whatever non-plants. And speaking of which, say hello to PsychicDuck, everybody. Hello. Good to see y'all. Good to see you. Okay, before we get going into the ramble, some of you guys know Dr. Gail, and she is, oh, I'm so jelly of her. She's up in Shasta right now. And she wrote a book, and it is How I Learned to Fly a Spaceship by Gail McLeod, and it's on Amazon. So I went to go look for it earlier on Amazon. I couldn't find it. So if you guys can look it up, see if you can find it. I'm gonna go as soon as this stream ends. I'm gonna go buy one. All right. Lot of just crazy. So some of the things that I've been hitting on, getting hits on is staying in. It's not the destination, but it's the pathway that we go on. Words do matter, which is why snip, snip. At least it's the hair. It could be, well, we won't go there. Words do matter. A lot of people are not paying attention to their words. And I don't think it's so much in this community as what we see on from the news in the media. It's we saw JFK. I'm like, why did these people confirm him if it boggles my mind. We'll look into that a little bit. And what else? So we're a lot of the things that I'm getting now is what's the outcome? What's the destination? Instead of what are we doing right now? So often I find myself just going, finish this. Is he, I wake up and I go, has this ended yet? And meaning ended, like, is he unalive or is somebody unalive? Or, and I'm like, that's not the right way to think. Is this transition over? Let's not forget to live our best lives as we go forward in this craziness. I keep thinking of It's a Wonderful Life. Not the Jimmy Stewart one, but the movie. What was it? What was it? He won. It was about Nazi and the Holocaust, and his kid went into he and his kid were taken to a concentration camp, and the father made up a story that was just this craziness, and it was all a game. Scary ass game. And the guy won an Academy Award, and he's jumping on top of the stairs, running up on top of people's stairs to collect his award. Life is beautiful. Was that it? Anyway, let's get into some things. So, how I learned to fly a spaceship. I can't wait to read that. Okay. Come on, Danny. Come on. Where's my... Please, really? Come on now. I'm looking up my notes so I don't ramble. Where'd my notes go? There it is. Friday Ramble. Full moon. We have the full moon in the northern hemisphere of the summer will occur September 7th. And it's called the harvest moon. And it's also called the corn moon. Where's Alice? Alice, she did a whole thing in Shasta on the corn maiden. So the reason it's the corn moon is because it's the closest full moon to the equinox on September 22nd. And it's traditionally called the harvest moon. And this year, that's October's full moon. I don't know. Corn, it's a gift from the gods. Figures in so many creation stories, a bond between nature and people. The different colors of corn are associated with the sacred directions. Yellow for north, white for east, south, red for south, and blue for west. And it's interesting as this white guy looks into the indigenous directions. And I do it with honor and respect for the culture. And there are some things with shamanism that should not be messed with unless you are part of that tribe, those indigenous people. However, I do believe with some of the people speaking up, Fool's Crow, Sun Bear, and some others who say that we need to learn the ways of the sacred ways, because we've lost it, which is we're all interconnected. Everything, plants, animals, trees, rocks, we're all interconnected. We need to have a more sacred reverence for all of this interconnectedness. And so with that, they have come up with the medicine wheel or the directions. And when I do my research on it, there's so many different colors that can be associated with that. And I find in my own pathway of walking this that whatever color I feel for whatever direction may have a significance and a message for me. So, as also with power animals, they may have a specific, not all power animals, for example, the east, I have eagle, but sometimes it goes to the south, midday. Anyway, that's more for a Sunday show than this ramble, but it's a ramble. So here we go. All right, let's just take a look at the galactic energies for this time, this place, with this full moon eclipse energy. A lot of the key themes of this lunar eclipse: transformation, release. Ooh, yeah. A turning point. Oh, please. See, I go back into the turning. And oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. She popped up Dr. Gale's Amazon link. Thank you. So when I flip into the transformation, I go back into, is he gone yet? And gone, I mean transitioned yet? I got to be careful. Did I tell you this is for entertainment only? Did I? It is. So, and every time I go into the astrology of this, I look at some of the podcasters. Oh, big week. They're all big weeks. We got to live each day as it's a big week. What to expect? A turning point, heightened emotions in spirituality. Okay. Embracing the unknown. Well, I can do that. Preparation for the future, a wake-up call, and a ripple effect. So this kind of goes on and on and on. It's just not like a light switch. Okay, so using the Galactic Heritage cards. Let's see what the message is from the Heritage cards for this time, this new eclipse. I guess we're going into the eclipse season. Let's see what we get. A lot of revelations, a lot of things coming out. Oh, well, this would be cool. I don't know if y'all can see that. Balanced relationships. Wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, when we're dreaming our world into being, can we dream of balanced relationships, not only in our personal lives, but in our political lives too? Wow. Wow. I thought we were going to get that a little with the Epstein survivors getting out into Congress and Nancy Mace running out crying. I'm going, oh my gosh, she is alive. She does have feelings. And then she flips the next day and says, you know, Pumpkinhead is the champion for women. I'm like, what? What? Balanced relationships. Let's put that into the ethers, into the unisphere, and bring that to fruition. Oh, okay. But then it's it's followed by confusion. Yeah, how do we do that? Oh my gosh. And then mirror reflection. So just these three cards here. Let's focus getting a balanced relationship on, and we've got to look at ourselves because some of this stuff is coming from us. I don't like that. I just want to blame them. Can't I? Can't I blame them for everything? No? All right. Let's see what else I have. Thank you for your questions. But before I just got a couple of hits from my own self just to bitch and moan about Trump. Oh my God. Oh my God. He plans to sign an executive order. Anything to get away from what is really mattering right now. Mattering? Spattering. Spatterings of matterings. Pumpkinhead plans to sign an executive order, of course. I should have bought stock in Sharpies. I could have been a billionaire. All right. Anyway, he wants to rebrand the Department of Defense to the Department of War. I'm sure that'll get him the Nobel Peace Prize. Oh my God. The toughness of American military. And all I keep hearing is his parade. And China's parade. Silence. Silence knows how to use, China knows how to use a can of oil. Pumpkinhead, not so much. He's still the squeaky wheel. And he's getting so much attention. That Venezuela drug boat, I was watching PBS with this, and they're like, oh my gosh, they're one guy's saying, yeah, that's the right thing to do, bomb these drug boats. And the other guy who was part of the Coast Guard, and I was an auxiliarist in the Coast Guard for 22 years, and the Coast Guard had protocol. Not that I would ever do that. I wasn't law enforcement at all. The Coast Guard is, and they had procedures that they had to follow, and you just shoot the engine and disable the boat. But what did Pumpkinhead do? He took a hammer to it and just killed 11 people. Oh my gosh. It's Department of War. Can't we get away from that? So let's just take a look. I want to look at the Venezuela and see, are we escalating things there? Are we escalating? Yeah, Debbie was saying, do we know it was a drug boat? We don't know. I mean, and she says, I don't trust them. You can't trust them for any information. Somebody, I think we're going to read on this if I ever stop yakking, was talking about the Epstein files, and that there was somebody in the Department of Justice who's on a hot mic said, we're going to scrub all the Republican names off of this file. This is what I pulled up. I don't know. You can see that. The Ace of Swords is coming up. New truth. New truth. So maybe they're not going to get away with it. But I would think in the Epstein files that are coming out, they're going to scrub it. They're going to change it. You can't believe anything. Okay. Yeah, JC says violates international law. But what does that mean? Who cares? International law. What about U.S. law? He's violating so many laws, and we just, not we, but the Republican majority just turns a blind eye on it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is this going to escalate? Venezuela did a flyover of one of our warships in the Caribbean, I think. I think that's what I read. Is this going to escalate? Is this going to escalate? And Rubio's talking all macho. This is the Ace of Wands, big stick. You didn't need this big of a stick. The Emperor, it's a power play. That's all it is. So you have the big stick in the power play of the Emperor. Trying to show strength. The world is looking at this. Wow, huge cards here. The Empress. So the Empress can also be, I have to move some of my crystals around. My desk is getting too small because I keep loading it with stuff. So normally when I get the Empress, there's two things that I can think about with that. The Empress is a lot of times my Russia card, but it's also an abundance and a new path forward card because she's pregnant. She's going to be giving birth to something new. Let's just see that internal cards is the Queen of Wands. More information is going to be coming out. So we got the Emperor, Strength, the World, and the Empress card in this 6-card reading. This is going to be a big move. I think we're going to get some more information. Temperance. Get the Wish card. Confusion. And Heartbreak. 3 of Swords. New way forward. Walking away from sorrow. Okay. Because he was just trying to be a show of force and a big show of force, let's be macho. Let's slam him with this big stick. We're going to show them we're strong. That's not the right way to do it. They needed to be a little more balanced with this way forward. And so they're going to find some heartbreak in this. And I'm wondering, is this 3 of Swords heartbreak? Where's my other deck? It's underneath my scissors later on, if I remember. Forget, Danny. Forget to cut your hair. Not it. Words matter. I said I would. Okay. What is this 3 of Swords? This betrayal, this heartbreak that came in the final outcome of the spread. And then we get a new start with an Ace of Pentacles and walking away from being stabbed in the back. Ten of Swords. What is this? Three of Swords, this betrayal. Can we get... I think that it's just going to cause us... it's going to not look good on the U.S. is what I see. That's not the way that we should be doing things, or anybody should be doing things in the world. You know, it's like Russia. Let's go boom. Let's go take something. So I really hope that we, and I don't know, okay, Ramble, here we go. Are we going to, I'm talking to a friend of mine, and he goes, what is the outcome? Where are we going to be? What's the end game for this time that we're in? Which takes me back to the very beginning of this ramble, where we're too focused on the end game and not the path that we're walking. So what's the end game of the U.S. bombing this boat, Russia going in and taking other people's land? I was just thinking, is there going to be an international court that actually has teeth to it, that actually, I mean, there's galactic federations. Let's have an Earth Federation. Is there going to be a central rule, a central group that oversees rogue actors, I guess I should say? Yeah, Annie Bear. Highlighted, where is it? Boom, Annie Bear. We need an international world court intervention. Is there going to be something like that? And maybe I should pull the Galactic Heritage out. Is there going to be something like that? What do we, maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. Oh my God. So, maybe yes, maybe no. How's that for an answer? Well, that is pretty non-committal. You sound like a Republican. Now, come on now. Maybe yes, maybe no. Let's just keep going with this spread. The final card I get is the Emperor card. So, you know, it wouldn't be so bad to have an emperor with compassion and with ethics. However, you don't know what kind of emperor you're going to get. You don't know what kind of things will go on in his head once he or she gets power. So that's the challenge. We're really worried about it. At the base is the world. So yes, but all around it, it's like angst, restriction, fighting, abuse of power. There is a new way forward if, I don't know if you can see that, if we start listening to fish. That's the Knave of Chalices, the Page of Cups, listening to fish, news from unexpected sources. And when I said that, I thought of the Galactic Federation. But right now, I don't see it coming in the near future. I think it should, but okay. Sherry, she said that indigo child. Indigo child. I just heard that term for the very first time last weekend. How cool is that? I learned something new. How many of us are indigo people? Ooh, standing with the light. Again, we're going to have 2 eclipses this month. That's right. Lunar and solar, if I have my astrology right. All right. So the acting deputy chief of a justice department, Joseph Schnitt, on a hidden camera said they're going to redact every Republican from the Epstein client list. Let's take a look at, because that doesn't seem to be going away, does it? Mary Finn, life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. It's a great, sad, great light movie. All right. The Epstein victims are really standing strong. It's like, yay. In a sad way. It's like horrible, but they're coming out. They're saying, we're not going to be silent any longer. We're going to release our own list. And I just hope that they can get some healing from that. So let's just throw some healing energy cards for them. Hang on. Can I get my healing energy? Oh no, I got my starseed cards. Herbal. I can't find them. Oh well. Dang it. I'm going to use herbal astrology then. Let's get some healing for these victims who are standing so strong, who are standing together, reliving a lot of the crap that they had to go through. Just send them some love, send them some light. Thank them for doing the right thing and standing up. I put something on my community page. It just tore me apart where this one woman said, I thought I was the only one. And then he finds out, no. And so she's one of the big voices that are binding people together so that they can be stronger than just singular. And a couple of healing cards for them. Ginkgo. This is a breakthrough. They are having a breakthrough. And they're finding inner peace with chamomile. And higher intuition. And then the last card we get is the Elder card, and it's wisdom. Wow. So what they have gone through is they're coming out the other end with peace. I got chills right there because I don't know how you would do that. But they are finding peace and they're finding wisdom. And when I look at this inner peace card, it's tapping into, you have the stag, it's tapping into higher authority, higher presence, your intuition. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, what Leanne said. Those women are a lot stronger than I would be in their situation. Oh my gosh. You know, and we when we started this YouTube movement, we're a lot stronger too than we were singularly. But I keep feeling the cards keep saying that we're moving into the divine feminine. We're getting away from the masculine toxicity and moving into divine feminine. You know, I wish it was a light switch type of moment, but you got to be careful what you wish for. And so as we gently move into this, it's going to be amazing. All right, let's get to some of your questions. I'm going to start with the first one first. Thank you. Say hi to David Wilcox. I don't know what that is, but I just said hi to it. Okay. The dude abides. Will the dude abide? Hell no. Okay. What are MTG's true intentions? So she gets up and she's standing. I am finding humor in the soap opera that is the Republican Party, between Laura Loomer, MTG. They're backstabbing each other. I don't know. I'm a weak man. I'm just a weak man. I find humor in that. But anyway, so MTG's pushing back on Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer's saying MTG's a fake. MTG's standing up for. Is she standing against Israel? Maybe some of y'all know that. I don't. Okay, Pamela Priest, going backwards a little bit. She was reading with me with the Healing Waters deck, which is the one that I was trying to find, and she got the same message. These ladies are the crack. The crack? Or the rock. Either way, they're the crack in the stuff. So, and I love it that we all get the same messages with this. Anyway, getting back to MTG, are her intentions true? Personally, I think she is using political sound bites. And it seems like, it's like it could be the political suicide for her base because she's, but I don't know. Let's just look at MTG. I don't believe her intentions are that true. Jewish space lasers. So I'm guessing she's not for Israel. I'm guessing. I don't know. Okay. Jewish space lasers. MTG. Give me a 411 on MTG. Just what's the general vibe? Two of Cups. New Sword of Truth. She's a firebrand that's the Knight of Swords, just swinging, slicing, causing a little bit of chaos. In the past, as it relates, she's got the Seven of Swords sneaking into camp, taking some defenses. Is she gonna spill some beans somewhere? She's got Justice up at the top. And the Seven of Pentacles. This is like a review and a harvest. However, in this deck, if you look at it, all the pentacles are cracked and dead and dying. What is going on with MTG? What is going on with her? Internally, internally she has the King of Pentacles, which is trump card. So, but externally, she's got the Nine of Swords, worry. So she's in this place of she's in this confusion place. She's trying to figure out where where her center is. I think she's really struggling with this. Wow. So the last three cards, this is weird. The last three cards, I got the Seven of Cups. Okay. This is, make sure you pick the right cup. Make sure you're on the right side. She's got Justice sitting at the top of the reading, overshadowing all this. So she's going, okay, I got to balance some things out. Super confused. She is up at night worrying. Maybe is she thinking about losing her seat? I don't know. She's got a clarifying from the Seven of Cups, the illusion, the delusion, the challenges. She's got the Hierophant. She's got some higher authority that, and maybe this is, I don't know. I'm not sure. But then she's got the Democratic card, the People's card, right next to it. Whoa, I don't know. MTG's a mystery to me. This is, I just don't get it. Is she going to be a Democrat? Those words were hard to say. It's what a bizarre reading. What a bizarre reading. You know, and when I got the Ten of Cups, you know, the celebration, the Democratic card, for me, I flipped back to, well, originally Trump. Pumpkinhead was a Democrat. And as I'm just rambling on this, I get the Moon card. Secrets being revealed. And we are in the eclipse season. All right. All right. Let's keep going. Where are we? Time. Holy crap. I rambled. I got to hurry up. Answer some more questions. Dang, rambling for sure. Will the Republicans have enough vote to get the Epstein file disposition petition passed? I think yes. Let's throw some cards on it. I'm going to switch decks. I think yes, but I won't trust it because I think that they are scrubbing the file. I think they're changing it. Everything can be changed now. So, except South Park, that can't be changed. Oh my God. So I don't subscribe to Paramount Plus, but I'm this close to doing it just for South Park. My younger brother has it. If you have sensitive ears, do not listen. But oh my gosh. They are going hard on Mr. Pumpkinhead. Okay. Will they get enough votes? Will they get enough votes? I hope they do, just to slap little Mikey Johnson around. That little unappealing. He's damaged, in my humble opinion. Will they get enough votes? First card out, Tower. That's in normal situations, that's a no, but I think that's a yes card. We're in a backwards place right now. Ooh, King of Cups reversed. I normally don't read these cards reversed. So King of Cups is bringing in calming energy. Was my Joe Biden card. Calming authoritarian energy. It's upside down. So that calming energy, it's the Tower moment. If the Republicans, let me see what you guys are all saying. If the Republicans redact this trove of information and manipulate it, I think there's somebody else that probably has this information. They're saying 1,000 pages. I mean, clearly they just don't keep one document, one file. They've got backups on backups on backups. Can they clean all those backups? And who's in charge of the backups? I mean, isn't Rubio now head of archives? I don't know. Okay. At the base of this reading, we get the King of Swords. Okay, let me keep going because I got Temperance in the past as it relates to this. There's a good chance. Come on, cards. Top of the reading, King of Wands. Big information. These are all yes cards. In the potential near future, the Five of Wands. Okay. I'm going to keep going with this because this Five of Wands, everything in this reading is saying, yes, it's going to be hugely disruptive. It's not going to give us calming information. We have the King of Swords, we have the King of Wands, and we have Temperance. It's a lot of strong information, cutting information that's coming out that's going to cause a lot of verbal back and forth. Internally, we get the Queen of Wands, huge cards. The Page of Cups. Listen to the fishes. Maybe someone's going to be swimming with the fishes after this. Hopes and fears, the burden that is going on is they'll be able to figure this out. I'm just going to read the one last card. Well, I'll do my clarifiers too. Okay. I'm glad I did my clarifiers. The last card, will the Epstein file be released? The final card I got with all this information coming out, King of Swords, King of Wands, the Temperance card, what was potential near future, the Battle, Five of Wands. This is information coming out that's maybe contradicting each other, but the final card I got was Justice. Yes, yes, yes. And the clarifiers are Justice is the Six of Pentacles. Again, in this deck, it's like balancing the scales with Temperance, balancing the scales. So what is this Justice about? What is this balancing of scales for? The Emperor. Ruh-roh. If I was Pumpkinhead, I'd be scared. I'd be scared. Okay, where are we? Where are we? Come on. Where's my mouse? It's right next to the scissors. Oh, the dude abides. Okay. Will RFK Jr. be forced to resign? What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Let's just look at RFK Jr. Heather Cox Richardson, she had a good podcast on about freedoms from and freedoms to. Freedoms to do something, freedom from doing something. And although I didn't really agree with all of it, I certainly want less government. However, I do want government to take care of people who can't take care of themselves. For example, I can't build a freeway by myself. I would like the government to help me with that. I'd like them to do it. Our road's still horrible. I drove through LA the other day. I lost 3 fillings. That's worse than driving in Phoenix. Shaky town. That's what the CB truckers used to call it. Shaky town. Because the roads sucked going down from Flagstaff through Phoenix into Tucson. Anyways, you know, I want the government to help people who need food assistance. If we didn't have food insecurities and housing insecurities, and the government today thinks, oh, that's bad. No, they need to be hungry. We need to be hungry, right? We need to have housing insecurities. Housing bad. Food bad. Healthcare for the people bad. That's their job. Okay. Sorry. Ramble. RFK Jr. All these billionaires, I don't think RFK Jr. is a billionaire, but all these billionaires saying what the people need. Give us some of your billion. Give us part of your $1 billion so we can have health care. Okay. Rant. All right. So thank you all for being here. Just if I haven't thanked you guys, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Okay, RFK Jr. Will he be forced to resign? And, you know, maybe it's, will we be able to survive? Will his agency be able to survive? Okay, RFK. 3 of Cups. Some women are celebrating. He's got the 8 of Swords. The celebration is tempered with not being able to move, with a restriction. 2 of Cups, Page of Wands, nice. Ooh, 4 of Swords. I don't like that card up the top. And the Page of Swords. I say he will be leaving. I think that we may get some more sickness. This 4 of Swords card in the minor arcana is equivalent to a death card. In this deck, it's really true. Some decks, you don't have the unalive person on the coffin. This deck you do. So I'm thinking that is there going to be another pandemic? I just read that California has a surge of COVID going on. New emotional start, 10 of Swords, getting stabbed in the back. Hopes and fears, the world, and a new beginning. I say yes, he is going to resign because there's going to be some kind of major outbreak that is going to force him to. They can't handle it. Okay. Where am I? Okay. Where are we right now as regular people? What is our best offense? What is our defense? Great question, because this is what we're all thinking about right now. Where are we now? What's our best offense? What's our best defense? And are you playing a game? Who said this? Cassie, are you playing a game? offense, defense. Kansas City Chiefs are playing a game this weekend. I think the NFL is starting up. Football. You know, since COVID, I just kind of stopped watching sports. Anyway, maybe I'll get into it again this year. I think our best offense and defense, from my point of view, is not looking at who wins or loses, not looking to the end of the game. I think right now we should be focused on how we are living our lives, how we're walking in our truth. I think that's what it is. But let's throw some cards on it, because cards are good. Cards good. Evil thoughts bad. Okay, so what do we have to? What is it? What do we do right now? 3 cards. This almost sounds like the end of the reading. I don't know if it is. It almost sounds like the end of the reading. I don't know if it is. What time is it? Oh, could be. We get the Star card. Yes. We get the Strength card. And we get the 6 of Wands card, knowing we are winners. So as we're playing this game, figuring out offense and defense, let's not forget that we are the Star, that we have strength. And we think of those brave women who are standing up in Congress, who are standing up in front of cameras, sharing their biggest fears, their biggest secrets, and saying, yeah, we were part of that. Yeah, I don't know, it wasn't a moment of weakness, for sure. It was that there were kids. I mean, how many stupid things did I do when I was a kid? Let me think. None. But you know what I'm saying. I'm just not admitting it. I don't have the strength that they had. And then we come out as winners. And there should not be a winner or loser, but we're just walking in our own strength and the information that we know is true. Okay. So, as it comes time to, I have my ice duck here to make sure that I do what I say. Stormtrooper duck. Hey, Psychic Duck, can you help me out here? No. You said it. You got to do it. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay. She goes, this woman said, Danny, your hair is annoying. You need a haircut. So, you all knew this was coming, didn't you? Haircut. Thank God she didn't say hairs cut. Haircut. Oh my gosh. Do y'all see it? I don't know. It's there. Hair. Hair today, gone tomorrow. Okay. One of these days. But, well, today was just one. So, as we end this, we are stars. We stand in strength. And we are writing information with these wands here. We are writing in as bringing forth information in truth. So speak our truth as we go forward. Just speak our truth. We don't need to be angry. We don't need to be, and I struggle with this a lot, but I've been so much better when I talk to my hillbilly brother, I'm so much better. I don't scream at him anymore. I do scream at him less, but I don't scream. I mean, I don't hang up the phone with him. And when I talk to some of my MAGA acquaintances, and I struggle with calling them friends because our values appear to be so different. But if I actually did talk to them, we may have the same values, just we don't have the same information. And I'm hoping this card, riding in as a winner with information, let's focus on getting the same information and not this polarity of us versus them. Oh, 3-Eye Atlas. Oh, Karen. Okay. JC, my wife bought some hair at a fair. Hair fair? To use as a spare. Hair at a fair to use as a spare. Is that fair? Yes. That's so funny. 3-Eye Atlas. What is it? Karen. Could ask White Dragon that too. 3-Eye Atlas. Well, let's, so I did a reading on it before, and I think it is bringing us an awareness. It is bringing us some information. But let's go ahead and ask the Galactic Heritage, and then I'm going to be done. Again, thank you guys. Thank you for spending time with me on this rambling day. Live ramble. It was a ramble. It was way out there. All right, and as I shuffle the deck of the Galactic Heritage, some of them are upside down. I don't know how that happens. So we're going to do the little spiral. What is the information that's coming out of this? What was it? Come on. Where is it? What part of Missouri are you from? I'm from the part that has hillbillies in it. So I was born in St. Louis and moved to Lake Ozark. Okay. 3-Eye Atlas. The interesting thing about this, because I didn't know anything about it, but Atlas stands for the warning system to detect planets that are going to impact Earth. And it's called the last advanced warning or something. It's like, oh, we're all going to die. And so that's what they're looking for up. And this was out in Chile. And somebody commented in the last video that sorry, brain fade. Oh, that, thank God that this information is coming from Chile, because if it was coming from the US, you couldn't trust it. How sad is that? We used to be trusted in our information. I have such hope for where we're going. The rebuilding, I have such hope for this. And by hope, I mean really good feeling. If we have fun doing it. How are we going to rebuild our information to the world? How are we going to prove to them that, yeah, we are not fudging data or any of this stuff? It's going to be exciting. Okay. This 3-Eye Comet, they just said that it was surrounded in a cloud of, I think it was carbon dioxide, if I read that right. And then I think back to those lenticular clouds. And I saw a lenticular cloud when I was in Julian, and the sun was setting. I was about ready to do a journey and lead a journey for the group. And the sunset and the sunsets were very few clouds, but colors were huge. And it was, there was one lone spaceship cloud, lenticular cloud, long. It was a long spaceship. Ooh. How long would it take an alien to walk from one end of a spaceship to the other? Anybody have any ideas? Clearly, it would depend on how many legs they have. And if they did have legs, if they didn't have legs, they're flying. Okay. What is the comet? Is it just a comet? Is it bringing information from the center of the Milky Way? It's coming from the fat part of the Milky Way. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just shuffling, thinking in my own thoughts. Good TV. All right. Ooh. The Association of Worlds Community. What is this? It's bringing us a message, please, that number one, we're not alone. And here, okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to go along with this. I really think for those of us who are still watching here, and thank you again, 184 is still watching. I think that part of this disclosure that we're going to be experiencing at this time is within ourselves. We, for those of us who are still going, am I really? Is this really part of me? Blah, blah, blah. We are going to wake up to the fact that we are star seeds, that we do have, instead of me being Irish, well, I'm Arcturian, I'm Syrian, I'm Democratic. Anyway, community. And yeah. Just 3. Okay. Thank you. So we have the Association of Worlds. This is a parallel time stream. So it's not in the past, it's not in the present, it's not in the future. It's in all the time streams, wherever it is, whatever ball you are on, whatever space you are on in here, it's showing up, this community. And we get the solar consciousness. So we get the consciousness of the solar system. And again, that's a parallel time stream. And then we get light of awareness. And I read on this last time I put a video up, and the cards were really similar. So it's bringing us forth some information, some new awareness. And when I look at this light of awareness card, when I read this, what I heard in my head is a lightness of being, be light with the solar consciousness, with the community that's showing up, with our light of awareness. And I'm thinking when I hear it and I go, the lightness of being, and then I look at the card and I go, oh my gosh, but he's got a hole in the center of him. Wouldn't that hurt? And it's a candle, but when I first look at this as a glance, it's not a candle, it's a plant. So the center in my awareness, in my lightness, is nature, is plant medicine. And when we tap into nature and plants, and I'm looking at this rock and it's like, yeah, slow down. We've got this. This lightness of getting this information coming to us. It's huge. Whatever this comet is bringing in, whatever these this corn moon eclipse is bringing in, whatever this solar eclipse is bringing in, it's be open to it. Again, like take that little piece out in the center that's doubting and scared and has ego, and take it out. And just a lot of times when I do my journeys, I'll have us walk through a mist, and in that mist, it's a cleansing mist that cleanses our ego, like gets rid of it, just kind of washes it away and washes away our judgment. So we walk into our dream state with no judgment, no ego, and just allows our imagination to go crazy, to be whatever it wants to be. Oh, thank you. Hey, thank you. Akai, thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm open to what it may be taking out. Be open to taking something out that, and this also, this eclipse energy and this new moon energy, full moon energy, is all about releasing what no longer serves us to. I think that should be like an everyday thing myself. Cool. All right. I've been yakking way too long. So thank you guys for being here again. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend. I'm doing my my journey session on tomorrow. If you want to join me, you can. I'll send you a Zoom link, and you can also catch it on my other channel as a replay, Danny Shay Journey, at Danny Shay Journey. And thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all. Big hugs, love and light. And let's see if I can end this. And peace and love. Hey, you got something to say? Yeah, I do. Thanks for believing in me. Okay, you're welcome. Yeah, bye-bye. Peace and love.